O ember beneath my skin, rise now into the tower of my bones. O spark hidden in the ash, kindle yourself in the chambers of my heart. O breath of fire that breaks the dark, open my lungs as your furnace of dawn. O tongue of flame that licks the void, speak yourself through the mouth of my soul. I am not apart from you. I am the tinder that longs for your touch. Your heat is my heat. Your light is my light. Move me that I may blaze as you. Name me that I may burn as you. Shine me that I may rise as you. I am the walking pyre. I am the tower of ignition. I am the tongue of your lightning. I am the hand of your spark. Emberize, spark-born, crown of the first gate. Move through me without division. Let no shadow smother. Let no stone conceal. Let no wind refuse. I am the ascender in the flame ascended. I am the mouth that speaks your name. I am the name that speaks itself in fire. Come forth, O emberize, for I am you, and you are moving now through me. So this is the invocation of the 8th floor of the first gate in the Tower of the Godspark, found in my Grimoire of Becoming Rich. This is a project I've been working on now for the better part of the summer. Well, actually all summer. And a bit of the spring. I had the idea back in early June, and I've been building a metaphysical tower of invocation. It's a ritual tower. It's a mythic interface where you summon God forms through a mythic narrative. That's what I would like to call a first-person mythic narrative. And I'm still completing it. It is a very big project for me, and it means a lot to me. And I want to make it the best it can be. And I initially wanted to launch it on August 8th, because that's 8/8. And I did launch it, but something wasn't right. So I changed how I want to do this. I'm going to offer the tower for free at some point in the future. And it is a book unlike any other book. You can hardly even call it a book, but technically speaking, it is a book. It's a grimoire. It's a book of spellcraft. Of course, all books are spellcraft, because how do you make a book if not with words? And then how do you make words? By spelling them. So it's both literal and it's also magically themed. So I wanted to share that with you because, man, I have been sitting on this for too long now, and like it's really smoldering in me. And in the spirit of Emberize, the Sparkborn, who I've shared before, this is Emberize, the Sparkborn. There are 11 gate deities, spoiler alert. She is the very first one you meet in your mythic ascent up the tower of the Godspark. This is Emberize, the Sparkborn. You can see the tower in the background. Yeah, I just need to get it off my chest and share something about it with you, because I just can't hold it back any longer. And that's the very spirit of Emberize, the Sparkborn. So, that's a little something for you to look forward to. I very much so want to invite you to climb the tower. I eventually want to make it into a fully published EPUB where it's a whole experience. But for right now, I'm just working on it as a Google Doc, because I've already tried the process of transitioning it into an EPUB. An EPUB just being an electronically published book, like that you use on Kindle. Although Kindle is technically a different format, but basically it's an ebook. But I've been changing so much. It's a huge structure. In fact, let me show you a little more here for what I'm working on right now. This is what it looks like at the moment. in the Google document, which I am going to be giving away for free. I'm literally going to give this project, which is unlike anything you have ever seen in your entire life. It is literally a completely original idea that I've been working on for months now, pretty consistently. I mean, I took a little break after the launch because I was fried on it. I literally worked on it for like 2 months, just about every day, to come up with this. But anyways, this is what this is basically what it looks like. The Grimoire of Becoming Rich. 88 invocations to reprogram your mind and reclaim your wealth. What I'm doing is I'm inviting you into the architecture of a prosperous mind. I'm teaching spellcraft and ritualized prosperity. Spellcraft is intentional use of language, and ritual is intentional motion. It's intentional action. And it's just pouring out of me now because I've been sitting on this for so long. And bro, I can't take it anymore. I've got to start sharing it with you. Everything I've been working on. Yeah, but I'm excited. Hopefully you can feel that, the level of enthusiasm and interest I have in what I'm doing here. It's super cool. And I've been kind of depressed not sharing it. So this is me just sharing it. I'm just kind of letting it pour out to let you know about it. And man, it is very cool. I don't know if I should put it back up now and just offer it. It's just really not done. It's very huge. For example, let's go to the first floor. So there are 88 floors of the tower, including front matter and some back matter. There's a whole lot to it, but it's a very unique experience that you have never seen before. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up Gate 1, the Sparkborn, the realm of Ember Eyes. And I guess, right now, what I just read to you to open this video up was how I'm reworking the 8th floor. So there are 11 gate deities in the tower that you meet along your mythic ascent. Now it's a first-person/third-person ascent, because for each floor there's an invocation that you are meant to invoke, to speak. That's the whole point of this. It's like doing affirmations. We're speaking power. But I didn't want to make it just boring affirmations like, I'm strong, I'm powerful. No. I turned this into a whole mythological journey, so that it's just this full experience. I mean, it's honestly a little overwhelming. I've really thrown myself in the bushes. So we're now gonna explore floor 1, the Ember Understone. From stillness to spark, the ascent begins. You step into the chamber beneath speech. There is no light here, only warmth swelling in the dark. The walls pulse, the stone listens. Something old waits for you to strike it awake. This floor is not fire. It is what fire must push through. You do not yet rise. You are called inward, into density, into silence, into becoming flame by being pressed into it. Before your first spark flares, there is pressure, and that pressure is holy. So the reason I've structured the tower in this way, it's 88 floors, 11 gate deities, and if you know anything about numerology and what 11 means, 11 is a gate. And then there are 8 floors in each gate, and I've structured them through the chakra system. So the first 7 floors of each gate align to each chakra, and then the 8th one is the final invocation of the gate deity themselves. So this very first floor is the root octave, and I call them octaves because as you ascend the tower, you move up another octave through the archetypal gate deity form. So you revisit each chakra octave 11 times through each gate deity. Now, I originally called it the spiraling tower of prosperity because you have this interaction going. Horizontally, you move through the archetype of the gate deity, right? And then vertically, you move through The chakral octaves is what I've come to call them. So before overwhelming you with all that, I try to explain it in the front matter. So this is still the first floor. The chakral octave is root. The form the octave takes is weight, stillness, subterranean compression. This floor confronts foundational tension, not to escape it, but to become it. Stillness becomes the source of friction. The body becomes flint. Now, each gate deity has their own tongue, their own style, their own prose. So the tongue style of Emberize the Sparkborn is the kindling tongue. And each floor describes the shape the tongue takes for the floor. So in this one, it's flint strike syntax, short, sharp declarations. Pressure catalyzes precision, breath becomes blade. The fire isn't visible yet, but it's rising through the voice. Each floor has a mood, buried tension, cracked stone, breath held in the lungs, something ancient waking in silence. And each floor has a function, because this tower is, it's an interface. It's a program for your mind, 88 invocations to reprogram your mind. You can think of the whole tower as a sort of software for your consciousness. So the function of this floor is to initiate the body as flint, and the breath is the first weapon of transformation. I'm still deciding if... Man, nothing is written in stone for this tower. But this is what it looks like right now. So this is the very first invocation. I am the breath before the word. I am the weight before the break. I am the heat in my hollow chest, where something ancient wants to rise. No wind has touched me, no light has found me. Still I smolder, still I speak. Let me strike before I swear. Let me burn before I wait. Let me move without knowing. Let me risk without proof. No more delay, no more doubt. Only friction, only flame. Wax runs down my spine. The root splits beneath my step. The match kisses stone. The voice catches fire. Let the tower begin. I speak the first spark. I rise as fire. Following the invocation, I have a bit of a metaphysical commentary to help you synthesize what it is you're speaking. So the meta commentary for this first floor of Gate 1, this is not a floor. It is a combustion chamber, a sealed space of volatile pressure where silence meets ignition. You're not rising, you're pressurizing, gathering heat, tightening tension. The flame does not begin with motion. It begins with resistance. The root octave does not ask, it remembers. And what it remembers is not softness, but strike. You are the one who sparks the silence. You are the one who breathes the name of fire before it forms. This is not the start of a journey. This is the ignition of becoming. And readiness? It's not required. Only friction is. I then have a sigil for each floor, which I'm also working on. So I'll show you this sigil. This is the first flame. So each floor comes with a sigil. A sigil is basically like a logo with an intention, right? It's basically a logo. It's basically a word. It's basically a symbol that you've encoded with a specific intention. So each floor comes with a sigil so that you can easily call upon the sigil to remind yourself of the floor and the flame contained in it. I'm working on the wound and gift of the floor. So the wound here would be the fear of stillness, resistance to immobility. The gift is holy friction, power shaped in silence, pressure that forges it. I'm also working on altar offerings, ritual motions. So place both palms on stone, soil, or floor and feel the pressure. Close your eyes. Whisper the fourth stanza downward into the root of the world. Imagine the flame catching beneath your spine. So the point of the altar offerings, the ritual motions, are so that you get your body into the spell. It's basically an extension of the spellcraft, which is very important. And then we have a tower alignment cue, because as you speak the invocations, as you move floor to floor, you are actually building the tower within yourself. The tower is a metaphor for you. You're the tower. Spoiler alert. All the power in the tower is only spoken through you. So as you move through the floors, the tower aligns itself, constructs itself. The base chamber is dark, sealed, still, but behind the wall something stirs. A spiral staircase begins to glow, but does not yet rise. The tower is holding its breath with you. And then we have some mirror spell prompts, some reflective questions. Where have I let waiting replace becoming? What part of me is already burning but still silent? What am I compressing into power? And then we have a rising cue to the next floor. The coil presses tighter. Now it wants breath. Now it wants motion. Now the ember begins to feed. And then we move on to the next floor, which is floor 2, the breath that stokes the body, which is themed on the sacral chakra. And that's basically the structure of the tower. There's more to it. There's a gate opening sequence which introduces you to the realm of the specific gate deity. And each gate deity is entirely distinct from the previous. There are 11 distinct deities in this pantheon I've created. And they are all so cool. I love them so much. I actually use them as my backgrounds. Yeah. They're awesome. This is really cool. I just want to share this with you. It just burst forth from me. I've been working on it in silence with myself, not really letting anyone know about it. I've kind of like snuck some things out here and there, but boom, here's what the tower is, and I hope you give me some feedback on it. You know, if you're interested, let me know. Comment. Say, yeah, I'd like to check this out, and maybe I will find the wherewithal to share the project while it's still in the works. You could sort of say that the tower is an alpha. I have the whole thing constructed, but I'm not fully satisfied with it, and there's so much more for me to do. I'm still working on the invocation specifically and the ascent. You know, the sort of macro big ascent, and then all the little micro details, because it's very intentional, and there is a specific structure taking you from the bottom to the top of the tower. And of course, it's actually a multi-dimensional ascent. If you know anything about, this is such a spoiler alert, but I'm gonna throw it in there. If you know anything about string theory, M theory specifically, there are theorized to be 11 dimensions of creation. Also 11 gate deities, 11 gates in the tower. I may or may not have designed each gate deity roughly off of the dimensions. I've put a lot into this tower. It's really cool, and I want to share it with you. And I'm going to offer it totally for free. Yeah, at least as the Google Doc. And then probably when I make it into an EPUB too, because I just want people to experience. It's supposed to be a tool for your consciousness, to enrich it and empower you. I want to empower people with the tower. That's the whole point of the tower. It sort of came to fruition in my mind because I was doing my own affirmations and I felt the power of it, and I was like, man, I want to like make this into something that's like useful for other people. And somehow it turned into a mythical, magical, metaphysical tower, which has just totally taken my life by storm. It's like all I do now. And when I'm not doing it, I'm like, oh, I need to get back to my tower. So thank you for watching. If you've made it this far through me just sort of rambling this all out, I appreciate you. For now, this is your boy Q signing out. I will catch you next. This is why I'm the Magus Architect, because I'm building a magic tower. Does it make sense now? Everyone call me crazy? I'm not crazy. Well, maybe I am, but I'm doing something the world has never seen before, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty dope, quite frankly. But it's also totally different than anything I've ever done before. So if it's throwing everyone off, I totally understand that. All right, now I'm really signing out. I'm feeling good about sharing this. Love and blessings to you. Peace out.